Mm. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened, but I definitely finished up everything. So hopefully you all found that you were able to go and listen. I'm trying to see if I can figure out. It's like everything just went quiet. But welcome on back in. I just didn't want to leave it the way that it was. Whew. Yeah, that was a lot, you guys. I took off like a rocket. The thing is, I kept talking. I was trying to figure out where you guys were. I definitely agree that we quantum leaped. We did a quantum leap here. Yes, I finished Pisces. I did. If you guys go back and listen, it should be there because I finished Pisces. Somehow I got disconnected. I think I warped into another dimension, like literally. I was looking at about 10 pages of notes here, trying to pull them all together because I wanted to give you guys some insight and maybe something different that you don't already know or haven't already heard as far. As you guys know, astrology is a passion for me. I consider myself to be very much a student in this space and still learning and still growing and understanding everything that I can about it. And so it's always a pleasure when I can mix what I do feel comfortable with, what I do feel that I love and I understand, which is dealing with the Akashic records and dealing with the multisensory world and channeling information for the collective. That has been my strong gift and power, and things that I've felt passionate about this whole journey, especially since my first awakening. So to be able to be in a space where I can share things with you guys like astrology and to give you insight and infuse that with the other modalities and things that I love, which has to do with the multi-sensory abilities and to use my clairvoyance and clairaudience and to craft those things together and be able to share it means the world to me. It literally does. So I trust that it was useful for you. I really hope that you find it useful and that there was some information that you can take with this and you can use. And you can take this information with you and you can use it. It is some powerful energy when it comes to this full moon, because whenever we have these full moons, it is a doorway, right? And it is an opportunity for us. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yay! I have to do this. I'm reading the chat. Jasmine says, Peace. Hey, Ms.Blue. We spoke on the 11th. You were right. I passed my exam. Thank you. Next binge watching Dr. Medicine Quinn. Congratulations to you, sis. Oh, I told you I seen you passing. Congratulations. Wow. Wow. Yes, I went through all of the signs. The show is up. I just came back on because we lost connection. So I wanted to come back. But congratulations to you, Jazz. I am so excited. And if you all want to know what we're talking about, this was the show on the 11th, where I actually took calls and Jazz came on and I told her Dr. Quinn, she asked the question and I said, I see a bag and I see Dr. Quinn, the medicine woman coming up. And it was directly connected with what she wanted to get insight on. And she asked the question, would she pass her exam? And I said, well, I see two and I see that you passed. And yes, she passed. Yes, I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. When will I take calls again? Um, Tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will be taking calls tomorrow. Today, I wanted to kind of give us this. I know, how are we honestly doing with the challenge? I felt like today would kind of give us the opportunity. Love you as well. Today would give us the opportunity to kind of get caught up a little bit, kind of integrate this energy and information and downloads that we're getting in, kind of move ourselves back away from some pretty intense energy because we are leveling up. We're going to have some radical rhythms coming in. And honestly, let me say it like this. As soon as I got ready to say that, I got a warning. A warning came up and said, listen here, chick. We want to let you know we giving you a warning. We giving you a warning, chick. I just got a warning. But I know that warning was really from spirit. So I'm going to choose my words carefully. About, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, you all help me. There was a show that we did, and the show was about radical rhythms. It was based on the channel that I got, that we would be going through some radical rhythms on Earth. It's important that those of us who are old souls on the planet, that we be rooted and grounded, number one, in love, right? And in our self-love, and that we have done our own internal work. Because we're going to be called upon in ways that humanity hasn't been called upon in a very, very long time. And so a lot of us, these skills and things that we have been learning and working on for ourselves, they are getting ready to be hot commodity on the planet. And I'm not talking about just from a financial point of view. I'm talking about an essential point of view, meaning that your skill set is going to be like that house on the block that everybody knows. If you need some help, you go to that third house from the corner and ring the bell. I don't care what you need help with. There's someone in that house that can tell you what herbs to take, that can tell you what energy healing you need to give you clarity and understanding in your life, can tell you what to avoid, can also show you how to elevate. See, don't underestimate the power of learning how to stay in a high vibration because, see, Earth is moving really, really fast. And as we're transforming, Earth is transforming. And as Earth continues to transform and to elevate, everything is moving at a warp speed. But I don't want you to look at it from a physical point of view. I want you to look at it from an Aquarius point of view. Even though we're not quite in the age of Aquarius, we are moving towards that age, I personally feel. But the frequencies and the subatomic particles on the planet are moving fast at a high rate of speed. That means the energy that is flowing through your body is moving fast. So what does that mean for you? That means we don't want to go back into survival mode. And because of so many things that's happening in the world, it's pushing a group of people, not everyone, to go back into fight or flight. It's pushing them into fight or flight. When you're in that mode of fight or flight, energetically, we know what it does on a physical level. We've seen wars and we've seen conflict and we've seen chaos and mayhem. We've seen this. We know what it does on a physical level. I'm talking about an energetic level to the physical body, to the mind. It destroys it. It breaks it down. In fact, it can make it very difficult to exist. And if you're not used to running your frequency at a high vibration, it's going to take a toll on you. So I know over the years, I've turned many people off to me speaking about loving yourself and speaking about not overthinking and running your brain in the ground and how unhealthy that is for you mentally, physically, and spiritually. I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to not even see this for yourself. I don't want you to be on the other side of seeing this because it doesn't look pretty at all. It doesn't. It doesn't look nice at all. So we're in the best position now to do this work on ourselves. You just don't realize how far ahead of most of the people on the planet you are. You don't realize that, but soon you're going to see. And it's going to be quite shocking. But hopefully we can have the compassion and the love for ourselves and for one another to just understand where we are. Because you will be needed in a way that you probably never imagined you'd be needed. And we need to be able to be here for ourselves and for each other's. And so things like getting wrapped up in useless things that just spin the mind is not the best way to be utilizing your time on growing up on earth, because this takes you back into history repeating itself. The only way history doesn't repeat itself is if you don't repeat the karmic lessons that you've already learned. A part of waking up is to know that you can move above what is right and what is wrong. And you can focus on a greater collective understanding. What everyone is attempting to do is to activate the God particle that lives inside of you. And the only way you can activate that God particle is to raise your awareness of yourself, of who you are, to live in that authenticity, and to be able to express your uniqueness that is only of you. Most of humanity is so used to being programmed that they're incapable of doing that. Or at least most of them are not aware of doing that. And so therefore, everyone falls into the trap of trying to be something outside of themselves or someone else or doing something. These things are not sustainable. And so I want to leave you with that on our day 11 of the Level Up Challenge, is to recognize that you are unique. And if you haven't found that uniqueness that lives inside of you, then ask. Ask your spirit guides to show you. Ask your higher self to reveal it to you. Ask God, the Most High, whatever you're comfortable with saying. But I want you to recognize that when you're asking of this, and whoever, whether it be the ancestors, whether it be your guides, whether it be the universe or the divine, in essence, you're calling on you. But all of you does not exist here. You are a part of a divine and a source. Your soul cannot fit into this physical body. Remember, your spirit is not in your body. Your body is surrounded around your spirit. And only a portion of your soul is here. And that is the God particle that some would say is sleeping inside of you. It's not that it's sleeping, it's that you have to truly wake it up. So when we're talking about Kundalini energy rising, most people only talk about one of the caduceus, one of the snakes on the caduceus, but there are two snakes on the caduceus. One of them that can get activated, that's what most of us experience, and that is just moving itself up. And you get a sense of awareness. That other Kundalini energy doesn't even come from anywhere inside of you. It is activated from the source. You can't fake that. You can't ayahuasca that. You can't meditate that. You can't do that. That is true soul growth. And the goal is for you to get both of those snakes to rise. This journey about ascending upward is not about leaving here, at least from my point of view. It's about the journey of the Sophia. Can you do the work here? Otherwise, we are falling into the traps of humanity, of where religion and these spiritual systems have all anchored themselves in the greater life is once you are away from here. And that has kept a lot of this humanity asleep, thinking, I don't expect to have anything of a high vibration here. I don't expect for anything good to happen here. It is unrealistic for me to want to feel joy. It is not something I should search for in my own happiness and understanding who I am and doing what I want. This is a self-sacrificing place where I know that most of the time I'm supposed to be miserable. That's what that thinking gets you. You stay in fight or flight. And if I can keep you in fight or flight, you have no power. You have no power. That's a trick, a misunderstanding, whatever you want to call it. So this is why I tell you, you have to find those things in your life that bring you joy. You must learn how to raise your frequency. And if you're not able to receive, I don't care what foods you taking, I don't care what part of the world you move to, I don't care what kind of medicine you're taking, I don't care what kind of books you're reading, I don't care how much knowledge and information you know, I don't care how much physical activity you do, I don't care how many people you have in your life that love you. Nothing is going to stick for you. Nothing. Because you have to be able to receive high frequency and vibration. It's here. It's here. It's here. We get it every day. We are breathing in thousands and thousands of pounds of star dust that contain information, that contain high vibration and high energy. But if you are not in the position where you can raise your frequency to keep it and maintain it in your physical body, there is no alchemy and transformation happening. You will stay in a state of being delusional, and you will spin your wheels over and over and over and over again and try to figure out, why is this shit not working? How come things are not going my way? What is going on? What is happening in my life? And why must I fight for everything? There is no need to take your power back, because the truth is, you can't lose your own power. You can source it out to things. You can lend it out to things, but you can't lose it. But you have to expand your awareness, expand your consciousness. I try to get you all to really see how this works. Switch it up. Instead of looking for darkness, look for light. And see what that happens. See what happens. See what kind of magic you can really make. We're coming up on a powerful holiday, Black Friday. You know why it's Black Friday? Because if you haven't raised your consciousness and awareness, you're going to end up buying something and paying more money for it than it was actually worth prior. Can you see in the dark? Of course you can. You have a heart. You have an aura. You have a third eye. Of course you can see in the dark. You have to find your joy. You have to celebrate your joy. Celebrate who you are. Stop making these minor things mountains. It's not going to take you lifetimes to get over shit. You can get over it right now if you really want it to. And I mean really want it to. So let this be an opportunity to let some shit go and let us grow up for real. For real. For real, grow up. And no matter where you are, it ain't too late. It ain't too late to make a different choice, to do something different, to be something different, and to discover who you really are. Because once you figure out who you really are, half of that stuff you're not even going to involve yourself in. Question: stealing destiny. You can't steal anyone's destiny. You can't. You can't steal anyone's destiny. You can't steal anyone's destiny. Now, you can steal their shit. You can use it. And people do that all the time. You can do it. But what happens is the bulk of the energy goes back to the originator, goes back to the creator. So in essence, people end up working for you, not against you. Let's go, Eagles. Yeah. You can't steal someone's destiny. You can't. And here's the interesting part about that question. Most people give their destiny up. No one ain't taking it from you. They're handing it over, saying, "Here you go. Take it. Take 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 my destiny. I don't want it. I'm too scared to do anything about it. I'm too stuck in the past. I'm too much in my head. I don't want to do the work, or I, you know, I got shit I got to get over. It's going to take me another lifetime." Another lifetime? Are you kidding me? You can do it right now. Why wait for another lifetime? I'm not going to give you lip service here. I'm not going to lie to you. You give that shit away. You give it away. You give your destiny away. You give it to somebody. You know? We have to be responsible while growing up on planet Earth. I've been saying that for over 20 years. You have to be responsible. Responsible. No one is responsible for your emotions and your energy. You are the only one. You can't pass that off on mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin. It doesn't mean things have not happened. But if you can bring yourself present, it can affect you. It cannot affect you. It can't. You become untouchable. If you are present, you are untouchable. So, control yourself or somebody else will. If nothing else moves you, life will. Absolutely. Yeah. We are responsible for our own choices. At any time, you can use your free will and say, "I don't want to do that." Or here's the other thing, "I'm going to do that." Sometimes it's not just about your yes, your no's, it's about your damn yeses. You're saying yes to too much stuff. It's not just about the no's. What about your yeses? So think about that, especially as we move through this thing we call life, the game of life, because this is a game. That's why the challenge is how to level up in the game of life called you. Now, either you gonna play the game or the game is gonna play you. But either way, it's your turn, baby. You know how when you play Monopoly, it's your turn. Your turn. Now either you gonna roll or you gonna pass. What you gonna do? But either way, you're gonna have to make a move. You're going to have to. And this is something we should be celebrating. Yeah, I like that. Right. I believe we also cannot be and shouldn't be someone emotional chaperone. Shouldn't be mean and inconsiderate, but we can't baby someone's feelings or emotion. I can't worry about that. Yeah. Sometimes we do need to there everyone needs someone at some time, but there's a difference. There's a difference. You do a disservice to a person when you make them feel they're not empowered. That's why I tell you guys I empower you to know, oh, you can do what I do. You ain't me, like let's not get the shit twisted, and I'm not you, but you can do what I do. And everyone has to be responsible for themselves. For themselves. We are here to support and be a comfort to everyone. But the worst thing you can do for somebody is feel sorry for them because, in essence, you're telling them, I know you ain't capable. You ain't really about nothing. I know you can't, I know you ain't going to be able to do this. So, here, isn't that such an elitist mentality to have? Poor you. Let me help you because without me, you're nothing. No one wants to feel that. And that's simply not true. But on the flip side, sometimes people allow their textbook ego to get in the way. They want your help, but they don't want you. They can't stand you. It makes for a messy situation, difficult, struggling, because people want to say that I did it all by myself. And in essence, they get to say that. Everyone gets to say that. And sometimes they end up all by themselves. So, did I go again? I thought I was back. Oops. Oops. Well, we gonna trust where it is. It's about that time. It's about that time. Am I still there or am I gone? I think I'm gone. So we gonna put it on the floor. You hear me, Michelle? Well, listen, you guys, it's getting kind of late here, but I'm glad that we did 11. We did day 11. Chalk it up for us. So, uh, no, I got a warning on my side. I already know. Listen, my guides is talking to me. I already know. I got a lot of fire in me right now, so I'm trying to kind of pat that down. I'm trying to kind of pat the fire down just a touch here. So, yeah, I'm going to change the name. I'm going to change this to what are we going to call this? We're going to call this the Oracle After. afterthoughts. Dot, dot, dot. To be continued. That's what we're going to call this. The Oracle Afterthoughts. So that y'all don't get confused. That's right. Our subconscious, like I told you guys earlier, the subconscious is downloading information right now to you. It is downloading information to you. Yeah, I got to pat that fat fire, Priestess Erica. Close out the video and click back. Let me see. I'm about to close it out already. I'm about to close it out. I already know what it is. They saying I closed it out. Let me see. I tried to do that. I don't know if it's working though. Oh, there it goes. It started working. Okay, perfect. Perfect. But yeah. My video paused, but when I take a deep breath and let it, the video starts playing again. I don't know why, but that works. There it is. There it is. Well, we're going to get out of here. YouTube play too much. I don't think it's YouTube, y'all. I'm going to blame it on me. I got a lot of other things that I need to get done tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to be on day 12 of the challenge. I am so excited. We are going to day 19. If you haven't been doing the challenge, please check it out. Also, check out the links too, you guys, for the digital download store. If you don't have Wish Magic, this is a perfect time to be working with Wish Magic. It's available in the digital download store. The details are in the links below as well. And on that note, I'm going to get out of here. Let's keep the conversation going in chat. Please go back definitely and leave a comment, leave a share. For some reason, I thought that strong energy stopped the Wi-Fi connection. Yeah. It is me. It's me. It's me. You got your letter today, Tina Brown. Okay, let me say this in closing. Everyone who received their letters, their love notes, their letters, keep that on the 19th, the ending of the day. We are going to open the letters and continue the second path. So I want to say thank you again. It really has touched my heart. I've enjoyed coming on every single day. Of course, I'm not going to do this every single day. This is just for the level up challenge in the game of life called You that we are doing here collectively together. But tomorrow we gon' keep the energy and the vibes high. Don't forget to connect to Soulful Vibes, the broadcast channel on Instagram. Because the goal tomorrow is to take live calls. I know it keeps shutting off and I keep getting the warning because I already know I got stuff I got to get to. So I'm going to go ahead, take that as my beautiful higher self sign and finish up this work I have to get done before tonight closes out. I love you all. Oracle kisses from your favorite planet Earth Oracle. I love you all. I want to say thank you to the moderators, Mr. Dante, Brother Lance, Lola Falana, and to all of the galactic universal citizens in the building tonight. Love you all. Peace and love. Ciao.